Good day everyone and welcome to the Weather Center. It looks like we have a wet one on our hands this Sunday across the eastern parts of South Africa, with rain forecast in these areas highlighted here, extending from the Eastern Cape coastal areas into southern KwaZulu-Natal, where scattered rain is forecast in places. The wet weather will also spill into eastern Mpumalanga and Limpopo. Thunderstorms are forecast for the rest of Limpopo and Mpumalanga across Gauteng, the Northwest and Free State, spilling into the eastern parts of the Northern Cape and pushing down into much of the Eastern Cape. It's going to be mostly fine but pretty hot as we go further west. Now we're expecting up to a 60% chance of rain and thunderstorms this Sunday. Wherever you see that dark shade of blue, the lighter shades of blue represent up to a 40% chance of precipitation. Now we have a warning for high fire danger issued by the South African Weather Service for the West Coast District of the Western Cape and around the Cape Metropole. So if you're in these parts of the country, you will need to exercise a lot of caution around any open fires. Here's a look at top temperatures for your Sunday afternoon. It's going to be sizzling hot for Upington with a high of around 39, just a degree cooler in Vredendal, hot as well for the mother city with a high of 32. It's going to be much cooler as we go towards the southern parts of the Eastern Cape. Top temperatures in the upper teens for Port Elizabeth, Bishop and East London. Durban will peak at just 22, a high of just 17 is forecast for Pietermaritzburg. Joburg will reach a high of 23, a warm 25 in Pretoria. Warmer as we go towards Mahikeng with a high of 29. Similar temperatures are forecast for Bloemfontein. Here's a look at your coastal conditions for your Sunday. It looks like we have great conditions for coastal activities along much of the west coast. Mostly a moderate to fresh southwesterly breeze is forecast over these coastal areas. We are expecting nice conditions as well for you along much of the southwest coastline, except around Cape Agulhas, where it's going to be rather breezy here and the swell heights will be slightly bigger than 2.5 meters. Further east along the south coast, we are expecting even poor beach conditions here. The winds get stronger, gusting up to 50 kilometers per hour around Port Elizabeth and the Jeffreys Bay area. And for the boaters, swell heights here will average around 3.5 meters. Lastly, along the east coast, it's going to be cloudy and wet over these coastal areas with the strong winds forecast as well for the Wild Coast and East London, onshore winds for Durban and Richards Bay. That's all from the Weather Center for now. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.